Hello everybody, Elijah here, welcome you all to another Epic 7 video, and today we're going to be talking about the April Fool's event, future collab, or potential future collab, and some E7 controversies, all packed into one spanking video because it's just things I've been hearing about, and I wanted to share my thoughts, opinions, and just my viewpoint on a lot of this stuff, okay? Starting off with the April Fool's event. Because this story right here, our games operating normally, was amazing. I think this is probably this is like one of the few stories that I legitimately read and enjoyed reading because it was entertaining, it was funny. The developers were taking a lot of jabs at themselves. There were a lot of really good jokes baked into there, kind of like showing how they're self-aware, like they hear us, they just aren't saying anything, which might be more of an issue that, they are aware of our complaints. They're just not just choosing to either wait to fix them way later or just are unable to fix them or whatever. We don't even know, right? So this was an amazing story. I'm so glad they took this route. It was very refreshing from like the other April Fool's stories. Shout out to the developers, the writers for this. They did an amazing job on this story right here. That being said, leading up to this though, a lot of people were upset because if you didn't know, there was a lot of buildup, a lot of secret messaging being posted, little teasers, codes, whatnot, in regards to something coming up. Something big is going to come up. And then it gets to April Fool's, and we get this. And a lot of people thought that it was like this big April Fool's joke, that we weren't getting anything new, and this was just all that we were getting. So a lot of people were upset. A lot of people expressed their, used very strong vocabulary towards Smilegate. I think even threatened to quit the game, right? A lot of people were genuinely upset, only to then figure out a day later or a couple of hours after, this event first came out, all this other kind of stuff, that we then got a teaser for something else, a countdown. It's already came out. What the alleged collab is. It's just through people data mining and, browser inspecting and all that kind of stuff. So you probably already know what it is. I am unfamiliar with the franchise altogether, so I don't really know anything about it. I won't spoil it just for the sake of the people who maybe don't know or maybe haven't seen the video on it. I mean, if you are just on Epic 7 YouTube in general, you probably see it on the thumbnail, so it's like, yeah, you probably aren't going to be able to avoid it, but there is a collab coming up, and I'm not really excited for it. I don't really care. I hope the units are good. That's really all I can say. I hope it starts this week, to be completely honest. I really would hate that we have to wait another week for it to start for something, you know what I mean? Like, I want it to happen this week. Like, start it this week, have Wednesday be patch day, or like another patch day, and then boom, the collab starts Thursday. Like, please. Please don't have us waiting a whole another week for stuff. Because I want to try out the new heroes, and I might even make videos talking about them and discussing them. Speaking of new heroes, we've had, since the last time I've spoken about a hero that just came out, we've had Genua released, and we also had ML Politis tease, who I'm really excited for. And speaking of ML Politis, I do not have the resources at all. I have a 10 pool. Um, I have some galaxy bookmarks. I will get some more by the end of this week. Yeah, I can do all of the hell raid stuff and all that kind of good stuff to try to maybe get some more mystic summons and some galaxy bookmarks to then all spend on Politis because I really need that unit. It's not even like a want, it's a need. I absolutely need that unit for my draft. I think this is the unit to make RTA fun for me again. Like another really nice opener. I just need another one so badly. Please, oh please, that when the day comes, I'll probably make a video of me summoning for her, and you can see either my disappointment or my excitement of getting her. Who knows? We'll just have to see when we get there. And the last thing I'm going to touch on is a controversy that is apparently happening in regards to the compatibility with Fribbels and the current patch of or update of Epic 7. Now, not to really get into conspiracy theories and things like that, but apparently some people are saying that it just so happened that the patch in which they make updates to their like Epic 7's built-in Fribbels, I put that in like in quotes, it's not really Fribbels, but their like gearing system built into their game. They made some updates to that, the recommended equipment thing, and now there's apparently some compatibility issues with Fribbels accessing the game itself. Now, do I think that they intended for this to happen? Do I think that they just said, we don't want any more third-party access to the game, so we're going to make sure that it kind of just we break off that access so people are forced to use our in-game features? I don't think so. Then again, I don't know. I don't work for Smilegate. I don't know what they could be planning or what they could be doing. I do think that maybe in regards to fixing some code, changing some things, it did create, an issue, a compatibility issue that wasn't expected or planned. With this most recent April Fool's event, I do think Smilegate is very, very aware of the player base and the tools that we use and what we do, like, talk about, at least. So it's like, they should be aware of Fribbels. Now, do they need to constantly make sure and check out with the developer of Fribbels and make sure it's still compatible here or there? Is that their responsibility? No, because it's like that's a third-party software. They don't have anything to do with that. That being said, though, if they made the intentions to try to ruin and cut off compatibility to force people to use what they have, I think that is a very bad business decision. I think that's going to lead to, and it's already showing, a lot of players are upset by this. It could cause a lot of issues for like the future of the game, especially a game that made the decision of saying that, hey, we're going to hone in and being an esports game, being somebody that is more focused on RTA and competitive stuff, to basically ruin a feature that is used by all, like literally all competitive players that play on the higher end is crazy. So I don't think they intended for there to be a compatibility issue with this current patch. I think just, how coding works, a lot of the times, you make some changes here or there, you don't think it will affect anything, and it ends up affecting everything. So I don't know. I feel as though it wasn't intentional, but again, I can't say for sure. I don't want to like feed into a narrative or either narrative of it not being intentional or it being intentional just because we really don't know. we until like they make an official statement, which I don't think they will make an official statement in regards to a third-party software. It'll be weird for them to. If they did, it would set a precedent that says that they are aware of all third-party softwares almost, and they are aware of the players that use them. You know what I mean? So it would be bad on their part to say anything, but I guess if enough, you know, outrage does happen, then people probably would say something. But I feel like the average player doesn't use Fripples because they're not that high end or competitive because it's not necessary for them. It's really just something that more people who have like thousands and thousands and thousands of gear pieces just like all stored up, it makes it a lot easier to gear units and to kind of like, mid-max your builds and stuff like that. So again, I think that it probably was like a little coding mistake that led to more compatibility issues or just problems, fixes that led to more problems than answers type of thing. If you are familiar with coding, you can understand the frustration of fixing one thing and then ruining like 10 other things. It happens all the time. So hopefully for the developer of Fribbles, when they get the time, when they get the chance, because again, I don't know if it's like a team or like a one-man show or whatever, when they get the time to potentially sit down and try to fix it, hopefully they can fix it. Hopefully it isn't something like Swalgame made the decision to prevent all access from third-party softwares. I think that would be very, very messed up on their part. So hopefully that's not the case. Hopefully it was just like a little mess up with the coding and whatnot that could be easily fixed through just some rearranging and just some bug fixes and stuff like that. But yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about in regards to current Epic 7 news, updates, and events. If If you did enjoy this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more. Share your thoughts down in the comment section about what you think about this. You know, how did you like the April Fool's event? What do you think about the upcoming collab? And obviously, if you are interested or aware of the Fribbels controversy, what are your thoughts about that too? So yeah, hope to see you all in the next video, and peace out.